Hello all, welcome to JAP, and this is another video in the Learners Launch section. In our starting videos, we used to see some conditional execution of flowcharts based on a true-false output. This is what makes the major part of programming to make decision based on some condition, and also it is the need to branching the flow based on some condition. This is what we will be seeing in today's video, decision making and branching statements. We may come across certain situations to perform a certain set of block of code based on some condition or repeat that block until specific criteria has been met. C language has some set of statements to make a decision based on certain conditions which are as below. If some statement, switch some statements, conditional operator statement and the goto statement. Firstly, we will see the if statement. As the name suggests, it will allow the code flow to enter this block once the if condition is satisfied. This is basically two-way decision statement used in conjunctions with an expression. The syntax is if bracket open some kind of a test expression, say a greater than b, and the bracket close. It allows the computer to evaluate the expression first, and then depending on whether the value of the expression is true or false. Usually the program has two paths to follow. One for the true condition and the other for the false condition. The if statement may be implemented in different forms depending on the complexity of conditions to be tested. The different forms are simple if statement, if else statement, nested if else statement, and else if ladder. The simple if statement. The general form of a simple if statement is if you give some test expression, there will be a block of code and then some block of code. The statement block may be a single or a group of statements. This will be executed only when the test expression is true, or when the test expression is false, then the control will go to the statement X. Consider this example of the if statement. If category equal to sports, marks equal to marks plus bonus marks. Printf marks. In this example, marks will be updated with the bonus marks only when the category is matching with the string sports, or else this will be default marks only. As stated, if the if block is used and when we need to execute a block on some condition. Next is the if else statement. If we use the if statement, we will execute the statement block only when an expression is true and exit the block. What if we need to execute a different code for the false condition? Because in if condition, you can only do the true part. You can't do anything if it is false. So to handle this kind of a situation, the if else statement has been introduced. The general form of an if else statement is if test expression, some true block statements, then the additional part that will come here is else and the false block statements, and outside again statement X. If the test expression is true, then the true block statement will be executed, and for all the other conditions, the false block statement is to be executed. Consider this example. If the category is sports, marks equal to marks plus bonus marks star 10. If the category is not sports, means else, marks equal to marks plus bonus marks. So this will add the marks multiplied by 10 to the bonus marks for sports, and will add only the bonus marks for any other category apart from sports. Next is the else if ladder. There may be situations to do an operation based on certain ranges, and in that situation we use an else if to make multiple conditions and multiple blocks to be executed. The general form of else if block is if some condition and statements, then else if another condition, some statements, then another else if some more conditions and some more statements, and finally an else and final few statements. The best example we can see for this else if block is the grades based on marks. In this example, if marks is greater than or equal to 80, we give the grade as A. But if the marks are greater than 70 but less than 80, we give the grade as B. But what if the marks are greater than 50 and less than 70? We can give the grade as C, and we can give a default grade, means it is less than 50. It would be D. All the conditions are being executed as per this condition, as per the condition's satisfaction. And apart from these structures, we have a nested if and a nested else if condition to check multiple conditions to be satisfied. The general form of a nested if else is this. You have multiple if statements, and inside one of the if you have some statements, and Similarly, nested if else. You have if and inside you will have else, and for every corresponding if, there will be a corresponding else. The nested loops are not going by standards in many coding, so we don't recommend much to use it. Anyhow, we will show the example when we do the coding. Okay then, that's it in this video. Do like, share and subscribe for more content, and we'll meet you in the next video.